Tell me. So DBT is nothing but say data build tool. It's mainly for, okay, so mute yourself. Say data build tool, mainly it's used for data transformation framework. Okay, before going, let me try to understand tell me what is difference between ETL and ELT, abbreviation for ETL and ELT, so that we can able to understand the DBT. What is ETL and ELT abbreviation?
So extraction, transformation, and loading.
Okay, extraction, transformation, okay, then loading. Okay,
And then
extraction.
load.
Okay, so transformation, okay, and loading. Okay, what is ELT? What is ELT abbreviation?
Extraction, load, and then transformation.
Okay, see, I'll tell to explain. Extraction, okay, and loading, then transforming. Okay, so tell me difference is nothing but what here in this first thing, ETL, we are extracting, transforming, and loading the final data into where? Into where? Where we'll try to load? Where we are trying to load? Where are trying to load? Anyone? We are extracting data, transforming, and loading data where? We should say
In
answer.
required database.
In the required
Data
database. So not database, like data warehouse. Okay, so it can be data warehouse. Okay. So what data warehouse we use mostly? Which data warehouse? It's a
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Then Redshift. Then what the components we're having? Redshift. Then Google, BigQuery. Okay. Then another thing,
Azure.
Synapse, Azure Synapse. Okay. So these are the things. Okay. See, 1 second. Okay. So DBT data build tool, it's a transformation framework. Before understand, let me understand ETL or ELT. It's an extraction, transformation, and loading. We are extracting data, transforming, and loading the things done. Okay. Got the point. So same thing. What about ELT? ELT is nothing but what? What is ELT? What is ELT? What is ELT? It is extracting, okay, extracting, loading, and then transferring. So what exactly here we are? So we are loading the data into respective data warehouse and doing the transformation. So doing the transformation. Okay. Now, based on this one, tell me, based on this one, DBT is an ETL tool or EL tool? Anybody? Any idea? Anyone?
ELT tool. ELT.
ELT tool. Okay. Okay, not an ETL tool, it's an ETL tool. It's mainly focused on what? Tell me, E is nothing but it's an extraction. So see this difference. This is the first question I'll answer. Okay, in interest, they'll ask what is DBT is an ETL tool or ELT? We'll say like ELT tool. It's not an ETL tool or ELT tool. I'll try to explain. So transformation. So transformation. This one L is for loading. Okay, loading. So DBT mainly focus on which part? Mainly focus on which part? Focus on the transformation part. Okay, so remember, it is not an ETL tool. It's not an ELT tool. It's mainly focused on the transformation. It's a transformation tool. Okay, so don't say like it's an ETL or EL tool. It's mainly focus on what? Mainly focus on transformation part. It will try to focus the things done. Got the point? Okay, see. Let's suffer. Any doubt? So what exactly? No, see. Okay, see. Assume like what is purpose of Snowflake? Tell me what is Snowflake? Snowflake is mainly for what? Like this is a link up between Snowflake and DBT. What is Snowflake? Tell me.
Migration
Data
projects.
warehouse.
Cloud data warehouse.
It's a cloud-based
Database.
data warehouse. Mainly for what? Mainly for data loading, data processing, okay, and data analytics. Okay, analytics. Okay, so and one more thing is Snowflake is mainly for data migration project. We are trying to link with Snowflake. Okay, data migration. What is data migration project? Tell me. What is data migration project? What exactly it will do?
Migrating the data from old database to the Snowflake.
So migrating the, okay, see, migrating the data from on-premises or cloud to Snowflake. What exactly we are trying to migrate? We are trying to migrate the tables, then tables, then views, functions, and procedures. Okay, procedures. Okay, so this is, suppose let's see what happened. Now I'm having Oracle database. I want to migrate into Snowflake. Now see, I'll try to explain the flow, then you can able to understand. Oracle is there, Snowflake is there. Now, how to bring this data? Now we'll come into picture. The ELT tools will come into picture. Tell me, what are the ELT tools we are having in the market? Any idea? ELT tools? Okay, mostly it's ELT tools. Those are ETL tools. Those are ETL tools. ETL. Okay, see, we are having mostly we use Fivetran. So dedicate for ELT purpose. Fivetran. Any other thing? Any other ELT tools? Stitch is there. Then we're having Airbite. So mostly if you work for any project, we work on any of the ETL tools we use in our project. Okay, it can be Fivetran, it can be Stitch, it can be Airbite. Okay, so suppose like in my current project, I'm using Fivetran. Now Fivetran, what is, they'll try to take the data and load it where? Into the respective data warehouse. Okay, here what happened in the Snowflake, the data will be stored in the form of raw data, and transformations we should do. Transform, and this transform data who will consume, which guy will consume this transform data, which guy will consume, ultimately reporting people will consume. Okay, reporting people are BI people, are AI guy, machine learning, or data science. Now, if I see this one, tell me DBT where will come into picture? Where will come to picture? In which layer? In which layer?
Transform data.
So see in the
Transform layer.
transform. So in the transform layer. So now DBT will sit here. Okay. See definition of DBT is what? I'll try to explain. So it's a data build tool. So data build tool mainly for it is used to transform the data. Okay, that has been already loaded in the respective data warehouse. Okay, see this definition, you'll get to know. So used to transform the data that has been already loaded in the respective data warehouse. Here, data warehouse is what a data warehouse it can support. It can support Snowflake, Redshift, BigQuery. These are things it will support. Okay, for a learning purpose, we are going for what? Snowflake. See, it is used to transform the data that has been already loaded by what? Loaded by ELT tools. Now what happened now? So DBT mainly focus on which part? Extraction part. Only focus on what part? Only transformation part. Got the point. So your functionality is that what? So DBT not focus on extraction, not loading. It's focused mostly on the transformed data. So it is used to transform data that has been already loaded in the respective data warehouse. Got the point. So this is getting the point. So see, it is so data is already loaded. Just what we are connected to the Snowflake. We are doing the transformation. Again, where a time to load. So supposing my data is in raw data. It is there in Snowflake. Now what happened with the help of DBT? I have connected. I perform the transformations. Now tell me again this data where we're trying to load. Again, we're trying to load where? Again to the Snowflake only. Got the point. See, it's like connecting the data, connecting the Snowflake, taking the raw data, doing the transformations, and loading the Snowflake again. Got the point. See here. So see, getting the point. So let me tell you one thing. We'll get some clarity. I'll try to show the presentation. Then you'll get some clarity. As an any also. So DBT is a data build tool. Okay, see, it's a data build tool. Okay, used for data transformation purpose. Okay, it is not an ETL tool, not an EL tool. Mainly focus on which part? Mainly focus on the transformation part. Tell me, it takes the raw data already loaded, do the transformation. So with the help of DBT, we are trying to do the transformation. So taking the raw data and doing the transform this thing. Got the point? Same thing. Now see, so why DBT in a sense like what? With the help of DBT, we can able to perform the coding. Okay, coding. Next is the testing. Here, remember in DBT, we are having the concepts of two types of test. Anybody knows? Anybody knows the types of test? Any idea? Anyone? Those know prior? Tell me.
Generic test.
So generic test. Okay, see generic test. These are things we'll cover in the our classes. Generic test. Then singular test. Okay, there are two types of tests: generic test, singular test. So with this, what happened? We can able to do all type of testings in the Snowflake data warehouse. Okay. Next step is that what? Okay, deployment. What is deployment? What is the terminology? What is deployment? Any idea? Deployment is nothing but what? What is deployment?
Code migration.
Code migration. So before that, tell me in real-time projects, what are the data warehouse we are having? What are the data warehouse we are having? Data where what are the
Teradata,
what are
Teradata,
sorry. What are the databases we are having? So environments in real-time projects, environments. What are the environments we are having? We are having
Development.
so
Development.
UAT, pre-prod,
so
and
development. Okay, see UAT, SIT, pre-prod, then sandbox,
Okay.
sandbox, and production. What is dev? It's a development environment. What is UAT? What is UAT? Operation, these are important. Okay, so we'll work in real time. Tell me what is
user acceptance test.
okay, so user acceptance
Test.
testing. Okay, so user acceptance testing. Okay, so just like a demo, like don't worry if not able to follow, exactly. What about SIT?
System integration test.
Come again.
System integration testing.
So system integration. So system integration testing. Okay, what is pre-prod? It's a
Production.
what? So pre-production will be there. So pre-production will be there. Okay, see production will be there. What about sandbox? Is also one of the testing instance. Okay. Tell me now, okay, where will it work mostly? In which instance will work mostly? In the where? In the development instance. Okay. Now ultimately go live is nothing but what? What is go live? Go live is nothing but so see now our this development code need to move. So see from dev, it's need to move to UAT to pre-prod and pre-prod to production. So what our code needs to move from so dev to UAT. This is not but it's a code movement or code migration or the code release or the code deployment. So from the dev UAT to pre-prod to production. How can I do with the help of CI/CD pipelines? What is CI/CD pipelines?
Continuous integration, continuous deployment, DevOps tool.
Okay, see continuous. Okay, see continuous integration. Then continuous deployment. Okay, see CI/CD. See continuous. Okay, integration. Okay, continuous integration, continuous deployment. So these are the terminals we'll see in real time projects. Continuous integration, continuous deployment. Okay. Now tell me in DBT, we are having the concept of GitLab is there. By this, we can able to perform this CI/CD. GitLab action is there. By this, we can able to perform the CI/CD. We can able to, in the sense like what? We can able to migrate our code from dev to UAT to pre-prod with the help of GitLab action. So this is supported in DBT. So testing, singular test, generic test, this is fine. Next, deployment, documentation. What is documentation? Anyone? Anyone in here?
Knowledge base for future reference.
Okay, suppose if you do anything, now what happens? Suppose if client is asking, okay, client is assigned a Jira ticket, okay, Jira ticket to work something. Now what happened after working? What we should do? We should document our work. Who will do the documentation? Which guy will do the documentation? Which guy will do? We only know. As a part of developer, we should do the documentation. But so see in DBT here what happened? So this is what anybody can tell me what is this thing? This is what? This is DBT cloud. So see what happened? I am trying to execute one command. So DBT docs generate. Okay, so generate. Now what's generating? Okay, see, so what's generating the documentation. So see, it got the pointer. See, now click on this value. Okay, see here. Okay, click on this thing. 1 second, wait for some time. Some issue. Okay, see, now we can able to see the documentation. So whatever work now, we can able to see this is document. So no need to do anything, many manual activity with the help of what command? With the help of DBT. So DBT docs generate, we can able to see the documentation, the entire project documentation we can able to see here. Okay, so see, we can able to see the doc. We'll see the same thing as of now. What with the help of DBT docs generate, we can able to see the list of the top, list of the concept, list of the modules we are writing. We can able to easily understand. Same thing now. Go back here, documentation. Then what is data lineage? What is data lineage? Tell me what is data lineage? Any idea? Data lineage? Anyone? No, data lineage is what? See the
Graphical representation of the modules.
Okay, see the same thing. See, view lineage graph. See, here what happened? Nothing but what? So we can able to understand the dependencies. Okay, see, data lineage nothing but what's a dependency between between each models. Okay, suppose like see, A is referencing to B. So B is referring to C. How can you find? We can able to easily find with the help of this data lineage thing. So whereas if I want to, we need to have separate tool we should have. But in DBT, we are having the concept of data. We can able to change the thing. We can able to suppose if I want to anything, we can able to do. So this is nothing but dependencies we can able to easily understand with the help of DBT, that is data lineage. So DBT support what? We can able to perform coding, testing, singular test, generic test, deployment, moving the code from one instance to other instance, and a documentation. Simply use the command dbt docs generate. We can able to see the documentation. And next step is that what? I want the dependencies between each modules. Okay, how can I see? With the help of what? With the help of data lineage. Got the point. So with the help of this data, we can able to see the dependencies. So see, easy testing. We can able to do the easy testing. Then what happened? Okay, next reusability code. Here we are having the concept of macros and JINJAs. Tell me in Snowflake, okay, I want to do the complicate logic or the looping functionality or the conditional statement. So where we can able to perform all these things in where, suppose like I want to develop some complicated code or reusability code. How can I do by using which concept?
Stored procedures.
Procedures.
Okay, we should go for what? We should go for what concept? Procedures and one more thing.
UDF.
One more concept. UDF. User defined function. Same thing in DBT also. So this is called as macros will be used. So macros are nothing but what? It's a same as functions. Okay, see, remember, entire DBT works on the DRY principle. What is DRY? What is DRY? Abbreviation? Anybody knows, sir? It's a don't repeat yourself, in the sense like what? In DBT, we need to define one time. We need to define one time, and we can reuse them. Got the point. See one more time. So see, entire DBT, nothing but what we are trying to define one time. We can able to reference with the help of one function. Ref function is there. We can able to refer anywhere. Okay, see one more time. So reusable purpose. Okay, macros and JINJA template, CI/CD integration, data lineage, and the documentation. Okay, tell me one more time. We'll try to see one more time. So what we have discussed so far, DBT abbreviation, data build tool. It's mainly for ETL or ELT.
ELT.
Not ELT. It's a transformation. Okay. So only for transformation purpose. It's not, remember, it's first two question last again intro. So DBT is an ETL tool. You should not say any ETL. It's a transformation tool. Okay, see, it's a data transformation framework. Okay, got the point. So data transformation framework. Okay, got the point. So simple thing. It's a mainly for what? So we can able to the development. Okay, we can able to perform the development. So testing, then then deployment. So deployment, and then we are going for documentation and data lineage. Data lineage. So simple definition is that it is used to definition is it is used to transform the data. Okay, data that has been already loaded in the respective data platform. Respective data platform in the sense like what? It can be so Snowflake or Redshift or anything. Got the point? Or Redshift or BigQuery. Got the point? So see the same thing. This is fine. Same thing. Go back here one more time. Okay, see now what happened. So see, remember, if you want to learn DBT, we should have SQL statement and Snowflake data warehouse. And tell me before that, what are the table types we're having in Snowflake important for DBT? Table types we're having?
Internal and external tables.
Okay.
Transient, permanent.
Okay, see. So internal tables. Okay, what internal tables we're having? We are having
Permanent.
Transient,
Temporary.
and so temporary. So these are internal tables. So see, these three are important in DBT perspective. Now see what happened. So basic select statement, I'll try to explain. So same thing, go back here and tell me what are the views we're having in Snowflake views.
Normal view, materialized view, secure view.
Okay, normal view. Okay, see normal view. So materialized views and secure view. So these are important. So see normal view, materialized views, and secure views. See, remember, this entire DBT depends on models macros, and testing. So this mostly these three things. Okay, there's so many things, but we'll discuss mostly the models, macros, and testing. Now, what I said now, if you want to learn DBT, we should have basic SQL statement should require. Now, see what happened. So see, DBT models are there. DBT models are nothing but what simply say select statements that contains what? Okay, important. I'll try to explain. Don't worry. Like coming session, we'll see. First, understand DBT model. Nothing but it's a SQL statements that contains what? That contains transformation logic. So see, remember the entire transformation logic will be built in DBT model. Okay, DBT models are nothing but the select statements that contains the transformation logic. If you try to run DBT, and what happened? So see, respect to database, objects will be created. What objects will be created? Anyone? Any idea? Anyone? Any idea? What objects will be created?
Views and tables.
So see, views and tables. So what type of views? Normal views and secure views. And what type of tables created? What type of table? Transient table and permanent tables will be created. See, so the logic. Okay, see what happened. So our DBT. So see, mute yourself. Okay, now see, DBT models are nothing but see one more time. Okay, nothing but the SQL statement that contains the transformation logic. So when you try to run DBT, run what happened? So respect to tables and views, where exactly created in DBT? Yeah, where it will create? Where? In the Snowflake environment. Okay, see when you try to run what happened? So see, tables and views will be generated. See what happened when you try to run. So I'll try to explain simple thing so that you'll get some clarity. Okay, so this is DBT Cloud. I am trying to open, create new file. Okay, now simple use case. Select one ID. Okay, Praveen name. Okay, see name. What is ID and what is name here? What is ID and what is name? What is ID and what is name here? These are what? Column alias. Okay, see also. Now ID, so two columns, one record is there. Now what happened? Now I try to save. Now tell me what I should save in which folder? In the models folder. So let's see. So DBT demo.SQL. So this is SQL file we're trying to store in model. So create. I am trying to create one model where in the models folder, the model name is DBT demo.SQL. Now how to run the model? Just now it's a DBT run command. So see, so we can run DBT. Okay, this is just like a demo. If you're not able to follow, don't worry. Okay, so this is simple. What exactly the functionality of DBT I want to convey to you. Okay, if you're not able to understand, don't worry. Okay, so this is we'll see detail all this stuff. DBT run -m and what's the model name? So DBT demo. Okay, now see, this is the run command. Enter. Now see what happened, DBT demo. Now see what happened. Now where exactly created? First we should understand. So this is pointing to which data warehouse is pointing. See plus symbol. So select the current database. We'll see the setup later point of time. Current database and the current schema. Okay, control enter. Okay, now see, it is pointing to what? It's pointing to which thing? DBT training DB SC schema. So this database already set up. So DBT training DB. Let me go for show views, understanding purpose, show views. Okay, you see this setup already done. Don't worry. So there are two views are there. Let me rename this view for understanding purpose. Okay, so right click, rename. So rename. Okay, so DBT demo 1, 2. Okay, confirm. Okay. Now already how many views are there? There are two views are there. Now go back here. Now what I should put? So command DBT run -m and what's the model name? DBT underscore demo 1, 2. Okay. Now what happened? Tell me what we discussed so far. When you try to run DBT run command, what happened? Views and the tables will be created in Snowflake environment. Now see, so go now as of now, how many views are there? There are two views are there. When try to run what happened? One more view will be created. Now this is what type of view? So DBT demo 1, 2. It's a what type of view? It's a normal view and a non-secure and a normal view will be created. Suppose like what happened? I want to create a table. then what I should do? Simple thing, we should change the config. That's it. Okay, got the point. So see the same thing. So don't worry, these are simple thing only. Okay. Now save the same thing. Now let me run. How to run this model? So DBT run -m, and what's the model name? DBT _ demo 1.2. So before that, confirmation purpose, let me go to show tables. Okay. How many tables are there here? There are 9 tables are there. Okay. See, show tables. Suppose like put DBT. Okay. So percentage. Okay. How many tables are there? So there are no tables are there. Now how to run? I'm running the model DBT run -m. Okay. Now what happened? Tell me. Now what will be created? What object will be created? Now, any idea? Now table will be created. Now what type of table will be created? That was the next question. Tell me, what type of table?
Transient
What type
table.
of transient table? So see, confirmation purpose. So see, control enter. Now see. So now table has been created. Now see, scroll a little bit. Now tell me, how can I find? So here, transient table has been created. So by default, whenever it's a transient table and a normal will be created. There are so many things we can able to go for permanent table, secure, we can able to. That's later point. See, functionality is that what? If you try to run DBT more simple select statement contains the transformation logic. If you try to DBT run one command, respective table or respective, it can be transient table or it can be permanent table. It can be normal view or secure. We can able to create it instant. Got the point? That's a simple thing. It connect to the, so what happened? So DBT connect to respective data warehouse with the help of simple select statement. We are trying to create the tables as well as views has been created. Got the point? The same thing. Go back here. Let me show you one thing so that we'll see the questions. Okay, see, now this is important. Understand the flow. If you're able to understand this flow, what happens? So the learning of DBT is simple and easy thing. Okay, see, so let me focus on this thing. So I'll try to explain the project flow. Now tell me, so here which concept will get? Snowflake will come into picture. Snowflake, what is main purpose of Snowflake is that what? Say mainly for data migration project. So see, data migration project. Now see, okay, now my source system. Here source systems are nothing but what? What are the source systems? Nothing but what? What are source systems here? These are OLTP systems. OLTP is nothing but what? What is OLTP abbreviation? OLTP abbreviations?
Online transaction processing.
So day-to-day transactions will be stored in database. Okay, what is OLAP system? What is abbreviation for OLAP? It's an online analytical processing. Tell me, Snowflake is OLTP system or OLAP system?
OLAP.
OLAP, mostly OLAP, analytical solution. No, it's an analytical. See, suppose like my OLTP system is there. It's an CS. Suppose like see, these are the OLTP systems. Okay, it can be Oracle database or SAP HANA. Suppose like see, what happened? My data is my system. My company's data is sitting in Oracle systems and SAP system. Now what happened? Now company wants to migrate this into Snowflake. Now which concept? Now it's a data migration. What exactly we should migrate? The tables, the views, the functions, and the processor. In the first phase, suppose like I'm trying to migrate. So what? Migrate what? So our entire data need to migrate to Snowflake. Now what exactly we should migrate? Tell me, we should migrate what? The tables. Now who will come into picture to migrate here? We will come into picture. Which guy?
Developer.
Which guy? So which developer?
Snowflake developer.
Snowflake developer will
ETL.
sit here. Okay,
ETL.
ELT. Now DBT will come separately. Now, so here this is on-premises. Now this is on-premises. This is cloud. So this is cloud. How they can communicate directly? They can't able to communicate. So through the one setup, now who will communicate like ELT system. What is ELT? Here, what is the tool I just know? It can be Fivetran, it can be Stitch or 8byte. Okay, take any company. So see, they'll use the Fivetran tool or Stitch or 8. So simply extracting data and putting to S3. Now tell me, from S3, I want to load to Snowflake. How to load to Snowflake? We're having the concepts of what is concept. Tell me.
Copy.
Using copy. Then for continuous data.
Snowpipes.
Okay. Snowpipe is there. So Snowpipe is there. And suppose like if you don't want to bring data, we're having the concept of what? I don't want to bring data, just I want to access. Which concept will come into picture?
External table.
External table. So by using copy statement or by using Snowpipe or by using external table, we are accessing data into Snowflake in the form of raw data. Same data as this we are doing. Okay. Now what happened? This raw data. Now tell me who will come into picture? Do the transformation. Which guy? Transformation. Which will come into picture for transmission purpose?
DBT.
So
ETL.
DB. No, ETL will.
Now DB.
Now
Okay.
DBT. No. DBT here, DBT. So main thing, here up to extraction part, this ETL guy, ELT guy will come into, that this loading part and the transformation part, who will do? The DBT developer. That means we only will do. But by using DBT, what can you perform? Just now discuss. We can perform the development, testing, deployment, and the data lineage and the documentation. See, DBT, what happened? It will take the data already loaded in the data warehouse, do the transformations, and it will load the transform data here. Now, what exactly we can able to perform DBT? The development activity, the testing, the deployment, the documentation, data lineage, version. So this all the things will be done by single-handedly by DBT, guys. So see one more time. So this is important. So here up to here, ELT will come into picture from the help of copy statement, with the help of Snowflake, with the help of the external table. We are trying to do raw data into Snowflake. Now what happened? Raw data, I can't able to do anything. Okay, I want to do the testing. Suppose like duplicate data is there. Okay, unique records are there. Okay, I want to find some testing. We'll go for what? We should do the transformation. That aggregate function, analytical function. I want to create. So before that, tell me now what happened now. So Power BI guys require what? Power BI require what? What objects? Which object will require?
Views. Normal views.
Normal views. Okay. So data sharing guys, which object they'll require? Which object? Which views? Data sharing guys? Data sharing, security.
Secure views.
Secure views. Okay. See, for machine learning, AA people, data scientists, they want files. How do the files? Using what concept? Using data unloading concepts. Here what happens? So this all the things can be done by which way? The DBT. So we can from DBT we can able to do the unloading also we can able to do by using macros concepts. See what happened with the help of DBT. Okay, taking the raw data which is already loaded in the Snowflake database, do the transformation and load to the transform in the same day. So see this entire thing is situation in Snowflake. See, connecting data, processing, testing, and do your transformation. So see now what happened. What can perform? It perform the development, testing, deployment, documentation, data, this all the things. So depends on the use case. Now what happened? We'll consume ultimately which get Tableau. This is for reporting purpose. So this for what is the purpose? This is for algorithm. They want what? They want files. Okay, how to get the files? By using what concept? By using data unloading concept. See, we can able to create views. We can able to create secure views. Depends on something. I can go for transient table. I can go for permanent table. So to reduce the storage cost. Okay, and I'll go for ultimately data loading for AA people machine learning. So we are trying to feed the transform data to this so they can able to generate the algorithm. So this is the project flow. Taking data from different sources, dumping to Snowflake. Now what happened with the help of DBT, I can able to do all the transformation and learn to transform data, same thing, and you'll go to the normal views for Power BI, secure views for data sharing purpose. Then, data unloading for AA people machine. So we are trying to feed this data to different streams. This is the functionality of DBT. Understand anyone? So this is if you're able to understand this flow. So simple thing. So all these activities can be done by with the help of with the help of C. Just now we discussed two concepts. This documentation I can able to see. Then documentation I can able to see here. So see documentation I have seen. Next step is that what? Okay, see data lineage. So two things already seen. Okay, same thing. We're having the unit testing. So test cases are there. Okay, see I want to find the duplicate records are there. Okay, so there's so many packages that we can able to do all the things with the help of DBT. Okay, understand? Anyone?
DBT will support only Snowflake or other
any data warehouse it supports. Okay, so let me go back.
DBT loads the data in which Snowflake
No.
tables or
See what happens. So see here, just I'm trying to run one command. Now what happened? Now an object has been created in Snowflake. See what happened? Select star from. So see select star from. What is the table? See DBT demo. Now tell me where this table has been in the Snowflake or no? See, this is in the Snowflake. Okay, so just I run this command. What happened? Irrespective object has been created. See, Snow. Let me show you somebody else now. Okay, go back here, create a new account. Somebody else now. See, I'm putting something like you. So it supports different data warehouse. Okay. So mostly Snowflake plus DBT right now, good combination. That's the point. Okay. So let me give the password. So simple thing is, see, you should know SQL, simple select statement, the with class, and you should understand the functionality of Snowflake. Now see what happened. Okay, see, go back here. Connection. Okay, see, DBT supports Snowflake, PostgreSQL, BigQuery, Redshift. So these all things it supports. Okay, got the point. So mostly we'll focus on Snowflake. So if you know Snowflake, this same thing for all the setups. Okay, got the point. We'll see the connections, all the things next week. And also so far, anyone? Yes, no?